Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to VLOGOWEEN Day 1. I'm super excited. I didn't really know what to do for today's video because, again, like I said in yesterday's video, I don't really have too many videos planned so far. I am working on that. I am looking for video ideas. Also, if you guys have any Halloween or horror related videos that I can do, even just Halloween hauls. I'm probably going to end up doing some of those, a bunch of hauls during this month, but we'll see. Yeah, I'll just let me know if you guys have any Halloween or horror themed ideas or video ideas, and I'll put them in consideration. So, yeah, like I said, I didn't really have an idea. I didn't really know what to do for today's video, but I just came up with an idea. I went online and I looked up Halloween tag questions. So I'm going to be doing a little Halloween tag to start VLOGOWEEN Day 1. So there are 30 questions. So now I haven't looked at all of these questions yet, so I don't know if these questions are going to be hard for me to answer or really, really easy, like no-brainers, but let's just get into it, shall we? So the first question is a favorite horror or Halloween themed song. I really like Thriller by Michael Jackson. The theme song for the Halloween franchise. Love it. The whatever it is, but love it. Name something you wouldn't want to run into in a dark forest or an abandoned building. Honestly, I don't know. I wouldn't want to run into like, obviously deadly, like, animals, if that makes sense. Because, like, I've heard, like, I've never seen a bear before, but I've heard of some bears around, like, where I live in Newfoundland, Canada. So that kind of, like, scares me. It creeps me out a little bit. Because I would hate to run into a bear, to encounter a bear. I would just hate that. So I would say like a bear or any kind of animal that could harm you in any way. Have you ever played with the Ouija board? I have not. Favorite horror monster or villain? Obviously Michael Myers. Come on. Not even a question for me. The creepiest thing that's ever happened while you were alone? Well, I can't even speak. I have a couple of paranormal stories. I have posted a video of a couple paranormal story times on my channel. Now, I used to have two channels. This channel that I post on now, my main one, used to be a WWE channel. So called Brianna's WWE Reaction. So every week I would post something only WWE related, or wrestling related. Then I used to have a whole other channel that used to be my main channel, but I kind of got rid of that and made this my main channel now. So I don't know if those story times are on this channel or if I had them on my old main channel, but I'm going to check that out and see if I have any paranormal story times or story times in general on my channel. And if I don't, then I might just recreate that story time and retell that story all over again and post it on here. So yeah, I'll see. I'll check that out and see if I do have any paranormal story times on my channel. On this channel, I should say. And if I don't, then maybe I might retell those story times, or retell those stories for one of my VLOGOWEEN videos this year. We'll see. But I would say one of the things that stand out to me as like the creepiest thing that's ever happened when I was alone was I was home, obviously alone. Everyone was gone out somewhere. I can't remember where they were gone, but where they were. But I was downstairs in my room, this exact room that I'm in now, and I was filming a VLOGOWEEN video, I think it was, of all things, and I had a little setup over there because I have a curtain for my door, so I put up what was my backdrop at the time. I put that up with thumbtacks onto the ceiling, and I sat in my computer chair right here, in front of the backdrop, and I had a table with a bunch of books on it as my stand for my phone to film the video. And when I came down to make the video, the lights were on upstairs. I did not turn a single light off. No hall lights, nothing. No hall lights, no. The porch light wasn't even off. I kept that on the entire time. Like, even when I'm home alone, I always leave the hall light on, the living room light on. I usually leave the bathroom light on too, sometimes. It's just something I do when I'm home alone, which isn't very often. But yeah, I was filming the video, and then all of a sudden I heard a little bang. Not like a big bang like someone fell down or something, or like a gunshot bang, but just a little bang. Like loud enough that I could hear it down my room, if that makes sense. Anyway, so after I filmed the video, I went upstairs to use the bathroom. And now, like I said, I left all the lights on. Anyway, after that bang and after I filmed the video and everything was done, I went upstairs to use the bathroom. I got as far as the bottom of the basement stairs because my room is in the basement. And I noticed the porch light was off. And I even looked at the window to our door. And I could tell that the hall light was off too. And I did not, like I said, I left all lights on when I came down to make the video. I was not upstairs at all in the process of filming that video. So that would have to be one of the creepiest things that's happened to me while I was home alone. If you were there to spend the night in a haunted house, would you do it? Sure. Are you superstitious? A little bit. Yeah, I am pretty superstitious of a lot of things, so yeah, a little bit. Do you ever see figures in your peripheral vision? Peripheral vision. Sometimes I'd be like doing something, and out of a corner of my eye I would see something move, and I'm like, what the heck is that? And then when I go to like investigate it or whatever, I would notice there's nothing there. So, which urban legend scares you the most? Ooh, there's one that really stood out to me, and it's like, I made a video about it a couple years ago for VLOGOWEEN, and I can't remember if it was something like Click Clack or something like that. I think where there was a lady, and if you hear click clack, that means she's coming after you, and if you tell the story, she's gonna come after you sometime soon. So that kind of stood out to me just because of the part that says if you tell the story of the Click Clack lady, I think it was, she's gonna come after you. I think that was the one. I know there was one story about this urban legend, and if you tell the story about them, they're gonna come after you, and I think it was Click Clack. I could be wrong, but whatever urban legend it was, that one kind of scared me a little bit, because like, what do you mean? I'm telling the story right now, and what do you mean if I tell a story, which I'm doing right now, like they're gonna come after me? No, thank you. Do you prefer gore or thrillers? Thrillers, but I am into a little bit of gore. I really like Terrifier. That is probably the most goriest movie I've ever seen. I have not seen like all of it, but I've seen like certain parts of it. Like this one death where he literally takes her fingers and it splits them in half, and her entire arm gets like split in half. Oh my gosh. And then like he literally takes her arm and just cracks it and breaks all the bones, like dislocates it, everything. And then at the end of it, when she's a whole bloody ass mess, and there's like, her face is gone, it's just a skull, her eye is dripping down her face, and it's a mess. It's a freaking complete mess. What is this? I don't know. But anyways, and then after all that bloody mess, and after all that he did with her, literally, he had her on the bed, and he was sitting on the bed next to her, eating her alive. And she was still alive at this point, even with her entire face gone, just skull and eye dripping down her face. And apparently, I saw in the comments of that video, because I just watched that clip because I heard about Terrifier for the first time a few months ago, and that was when I first watched any bit of the movie. And then I watched a clip of this person's death that I'm currently talking about, and I looked in the comments, and it said, what's more terrifying about Art, I think the person's name is, the killer's name is, but apparently it was something like, someone in the comments said something like, the creepiest thing about Art is he has the power to keep his victims alive for as long as he wants them to. And when he's, and like, so they can go through the pain that he wants to give them, if that makes sense. And when he's done with them, then they'll just die. That part is like, oh my gosh. Anyway, moving on. I haven't seen the entire movie yet, but I know it's on Tubi, I think. And I have Tubi. I think Tubi, a lot of the stuff on Tubi is free, and I think Terrifier is free on it, so I might actually end up watching it sometime this month for Halloween. We'll see. Do you believe in multiple dimensions or worlds? No, not really. Ever made a potion of any sort? Nope. Do you get scared easily? I used to, but not really anymore. Have you ever played Bloody Mary? No, and I don't plan on it, because that, I don't mind watching videos of the game, but even thinking about the game and thinking of going into the bathroom and speaking her name like 3 times in a mirror and like spinning around, I think it's 3 times, with the lights off and everything, scares the jeepers out of me. No thank you. Do you believe in demons or the devil? Yeah, actually, I do. You're home alone, but you hear footsteps in your house. What do you do? Honestly, I'll just call my mom, because I still live with my parents. So if my parents are gone away and I'm just home alone and I hear footsteps in my house, I literally call her or my dad, somebody that I live with, and be like, hey, are you almost home yet? And then if they say no, I'm like, well, hurry, because I hear footsteps and I'm home alone. So I'll literally just tell them and ask them where they are. If you got trapped in one scary movie, which would you choose? Are you kidding me? Home Alone. Home Alone. Stop. That's a Christmas movie. Halloween. There it is. That's the one. That's my choice. If you could only wear one Halloween costume for the rest of your life, what would it be? I really liked my unicorn onesie. It's a literal onesie, but I wore it as a Halloween costume one year. I really liked that one. So I think I'm going to go with that one. Would you ever go to a graveyard at night? I think I would, yeah. In a zombie apocalypse, what is your weapon of choice? Good lord. Maybe a gun. I don't know. Would you rather go to a Halloween party or go trick-or-treating? Trick-or-treating, because, like, free candy, woohoo. Yeah, I don't really go trick-or-treating anymore, but I have my aunt and uncle, they have cerebral palsy, and they love going to different houses and apartments and stuff through our town and getting candy. So sometimes I'll go with them, and sometimes I even get a couple treats as well. So yeah, I would say trick-or-treating, even though Halloween parties are fun, but going trick-or-treating, I would say. You're in a horror movie. Are you the final girl, the first to die, the comic relief, the skeptic, or the smart one, or the killer? Probably the first to die, I would say. Because knowing me, like, if I'm in, like, with my friends and I see a killer, they would probably run off and I'm there screaming, like, crying, like, don't kill me, please. Well, yeah, probably the first to die, knowing me. Do you have to watch something happy? Yeah, there was a spot, I don't know what it was, but there was like I can't even speak. A bug. I was going to say a rat, but no, if that was a rat on the floor by me, I would not be sitting here. And I would not even be in this room. Probably not even this house. Yeah, moving on. So I had to kill it. Anyways, do you have to watch something happy? Do you have to watch something happy after watching a horror movie so you can go to sleep? No. Usually not, depending on how creepy the movie is. Usually not. I mean, usually, every year during the month of October, I usually end up watching, because AMC, every year in the month of October, every single day in that month, AMC shows horror movies all day, every day. So, every single day, especially last year, I would go to bed and I would literally fall asleep watching horror movies on AMC. I would watch The Exorcist, Carrie, Trick or Treat, Halloween, Friday the 13th, all of that. So, I can't even speak right. Stop. Okay. We recently got a new TV, so we don't have AMC anymore, but I am going to try to get it tomorrow to get AMC so that way I can watch those horror movies, because I feel like that channel has like the best, some of the absolute best horror movies ever. So, yeah. Whilst watching scary movies, are you the person... I thought I saw another bug. Stop. Oh my god. Whilst watching scary movies, are you the person who yells at the characters, the person with their eyes covered the whole time, or the person who falls asleep? Yells at the characters, for sure. Are you the one who gets scared or the one who does the scaring? I don't know. I do like scaring people, like pranking people, and like telling jokes. So, but I also like to get scared myself a little bit. So I would say a little bit of both. Yeah, I'm going to say both. Favorite scary book? I don't really know of any scary books. Like thriller, like novels, I have a lot, but yeah. How old were you when you saw your first horror movie? Oh my goodness. I would say 14 years old, maybe 13, 14, maybe even 15, I think. It was in my mid-teens. That's all I know. I was at my cousin Samantha's house, I think, and we were watching Annabelle together. It was pretty good. Loved it. What was your first Halloween costume? A pumpkin, I think. What are you going to be for Halloween this year? I'm gonna try to be Cartman from South Park. I have a couple things on my wish list on Amazon to make my own costume for it. Let me see if I can get it. So, I mean, I already have a couple of the things so I can be Cartman with. Let me just pull up a picture of Cartman. Cartman, South Park. So this is Cartman, for those of you who don't know. Eric Cartman. So it's pretty easy to find a red shirt. All I really need is a red shirt for that, and I'm good. So I didn't really need to find a red shirt on Amazon, because I probably have one anyway somewhere. And I also, black shoes. It's kind of hard to see them where they're so thin, but black shoes right there. I literally own a pair of black sneakers. I wore them to work tonight, so literally I could just wear those. They are kind of like falling apart, especially on like the heels. So, but I mean, if they're still good for Halloween, then I'll probably wear those with it. But yeah, everything else I had to find on Amazon. I can't really find. Well, it's not that I can't find. It's just I don't think I own any pairs of brown leggings. But I found a pair of brown leggings on Amazon for $24.60. So, and then I found a cosplay hat, Cartman's hat, iconic beanie, and a pair of yellow gloves. So, I'm going to see if I can be him for Halloween. We'll see what happens there. I did go to Walmart a couple weeks ago, and I found an M&M costume, a red one. So I was going to get that one, but I put it back, and I was like, I'm going to try to be Cartman first, and if I can't get anything to be Cartman with, then I might go for that M&M one, but right now, I think I'm going to try to be Eric Cartman from South Park for Halloween this year. And last question, if you could have a spooky Halloween pet, black cat, owl, bat, rat, or wolf, what would you pick? Probably an owl. I do love cats, and I really want a cat, but owl is one of my favorite animals ever. And every time I go to the store or any yard sales or something, and I see something with an owl on it, like, I really want it. Not even kidding. I have so many owl stuff right now, like, Owl. I got this at a yard sale for like $2 maybe, I think. Yeah. Love owls. Yeah, there is more somewhere. But yeah. Love owls, so I probably picked that. Anyway, so that is it for Vlogoween Day 1. I'm going to try to figure out Big Brother's on in 10 minutes. So during commercials of Big Brother, I'm probably just going to start planning for the rest of the videos for Vlogoween this year. I know for a fact I'm doing I said this in yesterday's video, I know for a fact that I'm doing a taste test video where I try a bunch of different Halloween / fall / pumpkin themed snacks. So that will be coming, I don't know when, maybe mid to late October. So I would say maybe like even a couple days before Halloween. But yeah. And also Halloween, I'm doing my what I got for a Halloween video because I usually end up getting a couple things from my family for Halloween. So, but yeah, everything else I'm going to have to do some planning with that. And I might even do, because I usually, for Vlogoween and Vlogmas, I usually end up doing a couple BuzzFeed quizzes as well. So you guys can probably expect that a couple times this month. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's video, give this video a thumbs up. And subscribe if you would like to see more content from me. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Vlogoween Day 2. Bye, guys.